County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN. Hi everyone, this is Tom Slavic, and join us as Amador. This week's cameras take you to the Gold Country Car Cruise in Jackson. This local television coverage is proudly brought to you by overall sponsors: Prospect Motors of Jackson. Prospect Motors, the family dealership that treats you like family. And Jackson Rancheria Casino, Hotel and Conference Center. Jackson Rancheria, where friendship is the largest jackpot. And co-sponsors?
State Farm, providing insurance and financial services. See Diane Witt in Sutter Creek or Ann Lintz in Jackson.
Evening, Carl.
People don't just come here. They belong here. Do you?
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TSPN. I'm Matt Buchanan. We've got a great event for you today. It's the 10th annual Gold Country Car Show, downtown Main Street in Jackson. We've got over 175 custom street rods ranging from 1974 and older. All years, all makes, all models, some beautiful rides. Come along with us with a journey of chrome and steel. Good morning, guys. How are you?
Not bad.
Who am I speaking with?
Kevin Summers.
And yourself?
Christian Russell.
What's going on, guys? What are you doing this morning?
Well, we're just doing a little bit of traffic control for the folks and get all the cars here on Main Street.
Good deal. What time did everything get started here this morning?
We'll just say about 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
About 7 o'clock.
So you guys been out here early, and you'll be out here till probably 5, 6. Until
Yes.
it's over, right?
So it's done and over with.
Good. Well, I'll tell you, thanks for myself and everybody here for your assistance with the traffic control and keeping things safe. We appreciate it, guys.
It's what we like to do.
Good deal. Thanks a lot.
It's easy and it's our job.
Great. Have a good day.
You too.
Well, I'm here with the police chief, and I'll tell you one thing. I know for one fact that this is probably the fastest vehicle in town. As soon as the siren and the lights go on,
yeah, that's right.
you don't pull over, you're going to jail, right? Introduce who you are. Introduce who you are, sir.
Scott Morrison.
Police chief.
Yes.
Right? Like the car, I've been to these shows for years, and I always like seeing this one coming out, and I'm wondering, when are we going to put a blown Hemi in this?
Well, I'm getting closer. I finally got it to a pretty decent sized V8 in there that...
Tell me about the car briefly. What do you got?
Well,
year, make, model?
1966 Plymouth Belvedere. Let's see, it's got a 360 and all kinds of other neat little things in there.
Little power adders?
Yeah, little power adders, and all legal, of course. Let's see, I bought it about 7 years ago, so it's been a slow project. We've raided the old storage cabinets to get the equipment that's on it. I've got my dad's helmet in the back window. He was a copper in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. So
we'll say hello to Dad. What's Dad's name?
William Morrison. He's gone now, but he's
God
always.
rest his soul.
Yeah,
that's great.
Thank you, man.
Love the car.
Thanks,
the car.
man.
and how you found the original equipment that's excellent.
We're very lucky that we didn't throw anything away. We had it all in storage, hooked it up even to the tube radio that's in there, and it all works. We fire it up, everything worked. We just had to polish it up a little bit. So
I'll tell you, I've had a lot of hot rods all the way going back to high school. I had a 68 G2, and that's how it all started. And I love about every make and model, as long as it's got horsepower, and you gotta love Mopar.
Absolutely. Even with the gas price. Thanks, man.
Thanks. Have a good day, okay?
Thanks, will do. See you, Tom.
They take them as is. And Yamaha is usually famous for a blue color, but not, or green.
Army green.
But not Tony Fancher. Tony Fancher gets it painted what color red?
This is, it's a Dodge red, but it's not the Dodge Viper red like my truck.
And okay, so your truck, that's what I was going to ask you, because it looks pretty close to the color of your truck.
It's really close. This paint is very expensive for the Dodge truck. I mean, for the truck.
Yeah?
So I had to go cheaper.
I got to tell you, your truck was detailed the other day. It looked gorgeous. It was parked outside Mel's last night.
Yeah.
Looked beautiful. Yeah, but I'm sure it fared the rain well, huh?
Yeah, they did.
That was a beautiful truck. Beautiful truck. Tony, you've been doing this for 10 years.
Yes.
And this is, as we just said, it was the 10th. This is the 10th annual.
Yes.
Just unbelievable.
Awesome. Beautiful weather.
How do you
finally.
think the turnout's going to be as far as the number of cars?
Right now, what, 175 or 176 right now?
Okay, so we got over 175 cars, and that's as good or better than last year.
Better than last year.
Always improved.
It's not over with. Let's see, what time is it? It's 9:15, so about another hour and a half we'll close registration.
Okay, so we still got time. You know, how do we get one of these rhinos? I love this thing, and you know, more importantly, the shirts.
The shirts are.
These are special issue.
These are special edition. This is how I get people to help me. So I get them special shirts, but you really need to go check out our shirts this year. I put the best of show from last year, his cars on the t-shirts, and his name is Jim Hamilton. So you'll have to check those out because that's a big change that I did this year.
Tony, you know, it's a thanks to all the supporters to make this happen, but it takes the people, and really, very importantly, yourself.
Thank you.
And I'll tell you, being a car lover ever since I was a kid, this makes my day.
You're going to be drooling before you get to the end of town. You better take a towel.
Tony, thanks for spending the time with me, okay?
Thank you.
Have a good
You guys
morning.
Have fun and check out all the cars.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye, Tom.
Yes, I can confirm that there is a God, steel and chrome. I am in heaven.
Absolutely.
How are you this morning, sir?
Good. I'm good. How are you?
Introduce yourself for the people.
My name's
out here.
Gary Ferris.
Gary, I was here last year. I had seen your car, and you had talked to you a little bit, quite some time. Tell me about the car, about yourself.
Well, it's a 1965 Falcon Sprint. I'm an original owner. Bought it new at John H. Eagle Ford May 12th, 1965. And it's got 86,000 miles on it, original miles, and managed to hang on to it through about 41 years. So take a lot of pride in my little car. We take it out once a week or so, you know, drive it around town, things like that.
Is this original paint?
Original paint, except for this left front fender right here. Everything else original on it, yes, sir.
And this is a factory 289.
Factory 289, two-barrel, 200 horsepower, yes, sir.
Beautiful car, beautiful car. I love it when they call them unmolested.
Yeah, man. We been all the pieces that we've taken off of it that we've replaced with little chrome here and there. We've kept all the original parts. So we still have those stored in our garage. So,
are you local in the county?
No, actually I live in Tracy. I work here though. I'm out of the Amador CHP office there.
Fantastic. Well, we want to thank you for Gary taking the time to talk to us and bringing the car here.
I appreciate it.
Just beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have
appreciate
a great day.
You too.
Well, it looks like we got a little entry here. I'm going to be talking to Craig here in just a moment. Craig, hey, morning. Hey, how are you? Good. How are you doing? For those few people that don't know who you are,
Craig Harmon. Yeah, your mom. Hi, Mom. For the CHP on vacation. On vacation, yeah.
All right, let's take a look at your hot rod.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right over here. Over here.
Tell me, you've got a couple. You've got a couple of these.
Yeah, this is just this is a '68 Rambler American. It's Rogue, and it's got the V8 in it, out of an AMX. And this isn't the car I usually have. I usually have the brown car, the commuter, because this one gets terrible mileage.
Now this has got, what motors this got in?
It's an AMX 390, and it's got a Super T10 4-speed Borg Warner and an AMX rear end. The mileage is absolutely terrible.
Well, probably because rear end gear ratio?
Yeah, it's kind of low, but it's just the mileage is terrible, 4-barrel, and I can't seem to keep my foot out of it. I don't know what that's about.
Gravity.
Something about the shifting.
It's great. Well, you know, it's a lot of it's happened to me as I get older. It's gravity.
That's what.
I used to be 6'3".
Me too. Anyway, it's fun to get this out on the road. It's nice to see so many cars here too.
And you know, one of the things that I'd mentioned previously is I love the fact that I call it a purist, and that's people that'll take a car and stay with the drivetrain that the manufacturer made.
Right.
A lot of people take older cars and they'll stuff a small block Chevy in them, or they'll stuff a Ford.
Oh yeah.
This is all
can't
AMC.
do that. All AMC. Now this motor wasn't offered in 1968. It was 1969, and originally this had a 6-cylinder. This was my beater commuter when I worked in Lake Tahoe.
Right. But still, it's all AMC.
It's all AMC. Everything's AMC. Nothing Chevy. Although everyone would tell you that the starter's Ford and the tranny's Ford and everything else, but
sure,
it's all AMC. It's got the AMC tags, just like my refrigerator. And this is refrigerator white, by the way, too.
It is refrigerator white.
I got a Nash Kelvinator at home that's refrigerator white. Because they owned AMC.
That's right.
Yeah, they made refrigerators.
I love the car.
That's where they got their aerodynamics here, was from their
From the refrigerator?
Yeah.
It's pushing a box, pushing a box.
Exactly.
Great,
exactly.
Thanks for taking the time.
Hey, you bet.
Yeah?
Hey, enjoy.
Good to see the car. All right,
Thank
have
you.
a good day.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, we just got done talking to Craig. We got a row here of AMCs. This one here is a 1971 Javelin AMX. Looks like it's running a 390, pretty much basically stock. Next unit down here, this is a 73. This is an AMX. This is one of the last years that they made this vehicle. Runs an high-performance 390 aluminum intake. We're talking headers, automatic, really sweet car, very rare vehicle. Actually, this is a 401, and it is, I'll tell you, it's one of the late entries into the road racing that competed with Ford and Chevrolet and Plymouth Corporation. Coming on to the next one here, one of my favorites. This is a 1967 Camaro. Appears to be running, looks like a big block. A lot of chrome, a lot of billet. This is a gorgeous vehicle. Looks like, now it says it's a 327 automatic, beautiful gold. You know, one of the indicators that you can tell between the 67 and 68, they look a lot alike. The biggest way to tell the difference, take a look at the wing windows. If it's got wing windows, it's a 67. No wing windows, it's a 1968. 1969 body style changed, and it was the only year of that model. The one right next to it is a 68. And as you can see what I was talking about, the previous vehicle had wing windows. This does not have wing windows. Beautiful car. It's got the SS steel hood. Small block Chevy, always a popular entry for a street rodder. This color right here is a factory color that, if I remember correctly, it is called Marina Blue. A lot of time is spent into these vehicles, and let me tell you, we're just getting started. There is going to be just rows and rows of cars. I'm in heaven. Now, one of the Tri-Fi's, 1955 shoebox. This is a two-door post. Now, you can tell this is a post right here, is this column right here. If it was a hard top, you'd be able to roll down both the windows and put your arm all the way through. That would be considered a hard top. This is a 55 210 post is what the model. He's running a late model fuel-injected LT4 motor. A lot of chrome, a lot of time spent into this vehicle. Just a beautiful job, beautiful example restoration of the early Tri-5 Chevrolets. I'll tell you, it's just gonna be a beautiful day, beautiful cars. We hope you enjoy it. I'll tell you, the 10th annual Gold Country Car Show here in Jackson is not all about hot rods. 1974 and older, pre-75. People are bringing anything and everything they've got to show. This is a beautiful example, an all-original 1953 two-door sedan. It is running the original 6-volt system, 6-cylinder with a 3-speed manual transmission on the column, all the way down to the wide whites and the bowl hubcaps. A beautiful green and white with a factory interior that's just redone gorgeously. You know, these were a car of a day. This is one of the last, this year and 54 were the last year of this body style before they changed over to the Tri-5, and this is just a gorgeous example of an unmolested restoration back to stock. We're coming on down to next to these. We're coming back. No, we talked about, you know, we've got vehicles of all makes and models. Stock, very radical. As you find when we come into the show later on, you're going to find some very radical cars. This model here is a 1933 three-window coupe. It is a Chevrolet body, most likely running a Chevrolet small block chassis, or drivetrain, which is very popular in these models. Top has been chopped a little bit and lowered. It is a three-window coupe, excuse me. The one next to it, a 1932 Ford Vicky sedan. This is another fine example of the early 30s model. Just a sweet, sweet ride. Love the sedans. Love all of them. If I had enough money, I'd probably have a barn with about 300 cars in it, 5 elevators, so I can move them all around and play with them and rub them with a diaper, I'll tell you. Just some gorgeous examples of someone's love for the hobby. Good morning, ladies. How are you? Introduce yourselves, if you would, please.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
I'm Jessica.
And how's the show going this morning? I mean, what is your favorite? Do you like the older ones? What's your favorite car?
I'm just here for the Camaros. I love them.
You love the Camaros?
I love the Camaros and the Mustangs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, there was a few of them just right in front of the bookstore. Did you check those out yet?
Not yet. I'm working my way down there.
Good deal. How about yourself?
Definitely the Chevelles.
The Chevelle.
Oh, yep.
As long as it's got a lot of horsepower and shiny chrome, huh?
Of course.
What kind of car do you have?
Me, I don't drive yet.
Okay.
I have a Topaz, Mercury Topaz.
There's always dreams for aspirations for a weekend hot rod, right?
Yeah.
What was that? Are you working here? Are you working the show?
No, I'm just looking at the cars and drooling.
How about yourself?
I'm a cadet for the Jackson Police Department.
Good deal. How long have you been a cadet?
2 years.
Good, good. Well, ladies, have a wonderful day. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
No problem.
And I hope you get your hot rods.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, I'm enjoying myself, and we just walked up on a beautiful 34 sedan. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. And John?
John, what?
Cunningham.
Are you from the area?
El Dorado Hills.
El Dorado Hills. Beautiful car. Love the color. What's the color?
It's a mint green.
Tell me about the vehicle.
It's two-door sedan's been chopped a couple inches, 2.5 inches, 327 Chevy running gear and a Ford rear end.
Ford 9-inch?
Yeah, and a Mustang 2 front end.
It's a very, very popular combination for a street.
So yeah, it's sturdy. I've got about 60+ thousand miles on this car.
Do you really?
Yeah, I go up and down the state in Arizona.
Now, I know I've seen this at the car show here for a number of years.
Yeah, I think
it was definitely here for the last two.
Oh yeah, I was here last year also. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. I can't believe you got 60,000 miles on this. You've taken impeccable care of this. Do you drive it to the shows or do you trailer?
Absolutely. It's never been on a trailer.
That's, you gotta love it.
There's road pimples on there from hitting rocks and stuff. It's and there's a bra on the back, so I try and protect the front end.
You know, I think that's the best way to enjoy a vehicle. If you're going to spend the time and the money to do it, why trailer it around?
Yeah.
Drive it around so you can enjoy it.
Absolutely.
What do you think of the Jackson car show? This is the second or third year you've come?
The second year. Yeah. This group here is from the Bay Area. That's where I'm a transplant up to Northern California here, and
from where?
Foster City.
Okay.
San Mateo area. And so these characters here that I'm with, they're all from the Bay Area. I still belong to the same club.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, I'll tell you, beautiful example of car. Love the color, and just love the vehicle. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Hey, I'll tell you, as soon as this gentleman parks his car, I'm the valet service here, so I'll be more than happy to just leave me the keys for the afternoon. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
You gotta maintain it.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. Sir, introduce yourself and
Tom and Donella Aikman, Bay Area Roadsters.
Good. Hi, how are you?
Hi, just fine.
You drove up this morning?
Yes.
Where'd you drive up from?
Pioneer.
Long drive. You said from it's Bay Area Roadsters?
Yeah, I'm a member of the club.
Well, let me let you get out here. Let's talk. I'd love to talk about your car if I could.
Who are you?
I'm Matt Buchanan with TSPN.
Okay, Matt, how you doing?
Good. Tell me about the vehicle.
32 Ford Roadster, Chevy Jag custom independent front end.
And you got a Jag independent rear suspension?
Yeah, positive traction.
Running automatic?
Automatic.
Turbo 400 or Turbo 350?
350.
Good.
Built by a friend of mine.
Beautiful combination. Well, who sprayed it?
Another guy I know in the Bay Area.
It's got if you catch it in the light just right, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's got some beautiful metallic in this. What is it? What's
special Acura black color that Acura paints on the bottom of their cars.
Okay, yeah.
Flames are done by Rod Powell.
So you drove a long ways. You came all the way down from Pioneer.
Yeah.
But now, when you go to car shows, do you trailer this or drive?
No, never been on a trailer.
That's what I like to hear. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
You too.
Have a good day. This is a beautiful example of a 1967 Camaro. I saw this gentleman cruising around last night. You got a little bit of rain on it.
Yeah, we got some rain last night, but it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day today.
Isn't it gorgeous? Sir, tell us your name and where you're from.
My name is George Williams, and I'm here with my girlfriend Paulette, and we're from Drytown.
Beautiful car. Tell me about the car. How long have you had it, and what you've got in it?
Actually, I just got it, and it's got a in it. It's got a customized paint job from the House of Colors, and we're happy to be here and showing it off today.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. It's pretty close to looks original interior, stock interior, and running on console automatic.
Console automatic. It's.
You got the early rally rooms with the small center caps.
Yeah.
Notice that.
Yeah. I try to keep it stock, but sometimes you just can't keep it stock.
Well, we heard you coming in, and I love the lope in it.
Yeah, it's got a nice cam in it, and it's still a work under progress, but
aren't they always?
Yeah.
Beautiful car. So hope you enjoy the day. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you very much.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.
The Feed Barn is your same hometown country store in a big new location. The Feed Barn Country Store now has plenty of parking and so much more of what you want. more pet supplies, more livestock supplies and feed, more tack, more clothing for men, women, and children too. The Feed Barn also has more hats and boots and gifts in a great new location off Highway 49 at 11261 Prospect Drive. So come see what's new at the Feed Barn Country Store.
Looking for that unique gift for the whole family? Amador Fireside Center offers Conley billiard tables made in America using old world craftsmanship. Conley billiard tables are built with 4 bolts per rail, ultimate response cushions, and solid wood cabinets. Purchase before Father's Day, Sunday, June 18th, and receive $1,000 off the price of your new table. This offer includes free delivery, setup, and startup kit. You'll get a lifetime of pleasure from your Conley. It's guaranteed. Visit Amador Fireside Center at 155 Main Street in Jackson or call 223-3806 for your free brochure.
Don't miss Let's Talk. Miss a little, miss a lot. On TSPN, it's where you live.
Hey, we're here to talk to you about cars. I mean, everyone loves the way they look, feel, and smell.
But what about under the hood? I mean, maintenance keeps the car going. You should check the oil, water, and other fluids to make sure everything is at proper level. And if not, definitely go talk to your parents,
a technician, or mechanic.
As long as you take care of your car, it'll take you where you want to go.
Let's roll!
This message brought to you by Amador Motors of Sutter Creek, a Halverson family dealership proud to participate with Amador County youth and driver safety.
I thought methamphetamine was fashionable until I saw my friends with open sores on their skin.
Until I saw my friends' rotting yellow teeth.
Until I saw my friends with paranoia and fear in their eyes.
Get the facts on meth. Visit our website at stopdrugs.org.
Now I know. Meth is just not fashionable.
Get the picture.
Click into TSPN's live webcast at tspntv.com. And now back to Amador This Week.
I'll tell you, here's another beautiful example I was talking about earlier about the vehicles of all makes, models, years, and what have you. And one of my favorites is an Austin Healey right behind me. And sir, how are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Hey, tell us who you are and where you're from.
My name's Jerry Middleton. I'm from Jackson.
Good deal. Tell me about the vehicle. Looks like it's not running a stock drivetrain.
It's not. It's got a 350 Chevy with a cam, headers, Edelbrock manifold. It's got a Mustang 2 front end and a Buick transmission. It's kind of a mixed up car. It's built in 1982 and 83. It's a kit.
Oh, it is a kit?
It's a kit, yeah.
I looked at this and I thought an Austin Healey with a small block in it.
It's built in Florida and it was trucked out here in a covered vehicle, and we purchased it a year ago.
I was, you know what, I couldn't have told. I wouldn't have been able to tell it was a kid.
No,
it's a beautiful
job on it. Good job, yeah.
Now, what kind of rear end do you run in?
It's a Mustang 2.
Nice. Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's very popular that they run even the older street rods. They run a lot of for the front suspensions. They run the Mustang 2, which is like the early '70s, or early mid '70s when they sized down the Mustang, right?
We're going to change this one. We're going to put power steering in it because Nona has a tough time with these wide tires, and we're going to take the air out. I think.
I noticed that's an AC compressor.
Convertible.
Convertible with air conditioning.
Yeah, as bad as having a heater. It doesn't work either, but it's fun.
And you've had it just for about a year now?
Yeah, we bought it a year ago at the Pleasanton Good Guys show.
Oh, great show to go to. I think, but you know what, I love the smaller ones too. I mean, they're more intimate as well.
I do too. Yeah, and you can see more. That one's so big that you need 2 or 3 days to see it. But this is good for one day.
You put a lot of miles on this?
It's got 16,000 since it was built.
So it's a weekend toy.
I'm really
fair weather.
I'm the third owner on it, and the other owner had it for 2 years and put 2,000 miles on it.
Okay. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Sure.
Have a great day.
Take care.
I'll tell you, here's a replica rendition of, I call it the masterpiece that Carroll Shelby invented in the 60s. This is a replica 1967 AC Cobra running a 427 big block. It's got the larger wells. It's got the knockoff wheels that were very popular on these models and the factory side pipes. Vehicle probably weighing about 2,200 pounds, running about a 500 horsepower motor. It's unbelievable car. This thing, I'll tell you, if you can hold on to it, take a ride in the car sometime. Dollar on the dash, I'll bet you won't touch it through all 4 gears. Full roll cage, no heater, no radio, no air conditioning. What do you need that for? You got 500 horsepower under the hood? You got a smile, ear to ear. Just listen to the motor. That's all the music you need. Beautiful example of a car. Street Rod Customs, I gotta love it, boy, I'll tell you. This is a 1949 two-door coupe Street Rod. This is Chevrolet, 49 Chevrolet. We're talking definitely some custom paint. You've got some large Krager wheels lowered in the back, tweed interior, column 3-speed automatic. More than likely what is the most popular things, and especially because it's a Chevrolet, probably running a small block with a turbo 350. Very rare car. Not too many of these that you see running around on the roads, and this is a beautiful example of a Street Rod. I love this vehicle. 1953 five-window cab, step side. But you know, one of the things I'm not really sure is who's the owner of the vehicle.
Mine.
Well, it sure turned out to be hers now. You heard the boss.
Tell me about the vehicle. What's your name and where are you from?
Carla De La Rosa. I'm from San Francisco.
I'm Fred De La Rosa, San Francisco.
And so you drove out here. I noticed you drove out here last night because I saw where the car was parked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a driver. We drive it everywhere. That's what they're made for.
That's right. That's right.
If they don't enjoy them, just sitting in the garage.
Now, I was looking under the hood and I thought I recognized Pontiac heads.
That's right. Pontiac 400 cubic inch, 70 GTO motor.
Yeah, I had a 68. That's why I looked at it, I saw the heads, and I went, that's it.
I had a 66, 67, 68, 69, and a 70. And unfortunately, that's all that survived from the 70. And it's been sitting in my garage wrapped in plastic for many years, and I found a use for it.
You got a polished intake with a 2.4.
Correct, yeah. A couple of Edelbrock 500 CFM carburetors.
Good size.
Yeah.
Tell me about the drivetrain. Do you know about the drivetrain?
Not really. She just knows it's red. I'm sporting a Turbo 400 automatic with the gear vendor's overdrive.
Nice.
Use a 10-bolt corporate rear end, but I did a little different. I went with the Cadillac rear end because it uses the same bolt pattern as a truck. It's actually a heavier 10-bolt than like...
It's a heavier, it's a heavier housing and a heavier ring gear set.
Correct, yeah. So I went with that setup. It's got a 4-wheel disc setup, you know, power windows, power steering, power brakes, and, you know, just made it comfortable to drive. You know, we take it everywhere. We go to Reno, we go to Tahoe, we go to Morro Bay, it's our first year here, and we're having a great time. This is beautiful weather, and I just love the Gold Country.
Well, welcome up to Jackson. Welcome to Jackson. Now, one of the things that I really love about these older trucks is I love how people restore them with the teak, with the wood bit. Right. What type of oak or?
Yeah, it's a honey oak. There's no stain at all, just a clear urethane over it. And, you know, I just like the natural look. You know, if you notice, I'm not one of these guys that chop them and channel them and smooth them. And I like the looks of these old
trucks. You kept the factory lines.
I kept all the factory lines. I think they look nice that way. That's just my taste, though. Everybody has their own, and they all look nice. But
that's right.
This is my taste. And the few body modifications I did are so slight, no one even notices them.
You wouldn't even notice them.
Yeah.
My girlfriend and I were coming back from dinner in Sutter Creek, and as we were coming through Jackson, we noticed where you guys were parked.
Yeah.
And I said, look at the trailer. The trailer that you're towing has got the matching paint. It's got the matching wheels, and it looks like almost the shape of the fender wells match the shape of the fender wells of this 1953 Chevy.
Right. Well, I was considering just getting another 53 Chevy bed and making it a trailer, but I thought, you know, that's the easy way out. It looks too simple. And I actually, you know, in the middle of the night and in some dream, this shape came to me, and I made the whole thing out of fiberglass and, you know, welded up a little chassis and went to a RV store and bought an axle with the same bolt pattern to match the rest of the stuff, and that's what it turned out to be.
Beautiful job. How old are you?
11.
Well, you're going to be probably driving this in a couple years.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to drive it somewhere?
No, not yet.
Maybe a big empty parking lot?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm sure Dad will keep it around for you for a while, though, huh? Well, good. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Enjoy your day in Jackson. All righty?
Thank you very much. It's our pleasure.
Okay.
All right.
Great day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Beautiful car. Notice that you're rubbing it. I'd be more than happy to partake and help you out here.
Yeah, take it for a spin. What the heck?
What's your name, sir? Tell us who you are and where you're from.
Larry Cabano from San Bruno, California, as a 54 Chevy Bel Air, and I'm the third owner. Just turned 100,000.
Just 100,000 miles. Just turned 100,000.
Just turned 100.
And you guys, there's quite a few people that come up here to Gold Country from, a lot of ways away.
Yeah, our club, Golden Gate Street Machines, we probably got about 25, 30 cars. Yeah, we travel a lot together.
Now, were you here last year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I thought I'd seen the vehicle last year.
Yeah.
How long have you had the vehicle?
This one about 8 years.
Tell me about the car. What's in it? The drivetrain and.
It's a 235 Blue Flame, all original. It's got 216 horsepower. Runs great on the freeway. Once you get it up to 65, you're cruising.
And this is a 1954 Bel Air,
right,
which is the first year of the 12-volt system, right?
It's still 6 volts. First year 12 volt was 55.
It was 55, okay.
Right.
I thought it was sometime in 54 when they came out with the 12 volts. Okay, I stand corrected. Beautiful color scheme. I love the interior.
Thank you. All original colors and everything. It's called Pueblo Tan over Indian Ivory.
Gorgeous color. Thanks for taking time, and thanks for coming out from San Bruno.
All right, thank you very much. Great show.
We got a club here that came all the way from San Bruno, and I think this isn't the first time. I'm going to run around real quick and have you introduce yourself again.
Here I am again, Larry Cabano from San Bruno.
Ray Valdez from Millbrae.
Linda Valdez from Millbrae.
Dan Aliotto, San Bruno.
John Scafuri, San Bruno.
Ellen Lupo, South City.
Dan Capps, Burlingame.
Anita Cabano, San Bruno.
Dan Giusti, Belmont.
Walt Ernst, Lincoln. That's not in the peninsula either.
Susan Ernst, Lincoln.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming to the Gold Country.
I'd just like to mention something. This is a president of our club, John Scafari.
Golden Gate Street Machines. The club is Golden Gate Street Machines. Thank you.
25 members.
125 members. How many members made it today, Prez?
About 25, 30 maybe.
Good.
Cars. There's more members, but cars made it, yeah.
You needed some extra people to drive the other cars. You should have gave me a call.
They didn't like the rain. They didn't like the rain. Yeah.
Every one of them's a driver, nobody trailers?
We got one trailer guy up the street, but we make him park in a different spot.
What kind of car do we have?
I have this 1954 Chevy Bel Air convertible.
Beautiful.
These are my kids.
Are they being punished? Is these your grandkids?
No, actually, we make them stand there all day long.
And that's what happens when they want to ride and they want food and they want this and they don't want to help.
Yeah,
play,
those two don't eat a lot, though.
I gotta love this. Tom, flip around here real quick, Tom.
What have we got
One
there?
of the things here that this car club truly believes that if you're gonna restore it and put the money in it, enjoy it. Trailers are for boats. You gotta love it.
Very good.
Tell me about the car.
Well, I bought that in 1993 as a piece of junk and went through it in about a year and a half. So it's about 12 years since it was last restored. I've shown it over a course of about 12 years and have won about 50 trophies with it, and got picked at Hot August Nights 2 years ago with it.
Beautiful. So rare to find the 50 to 54 Bel Airs and to find a convertible.
You're right.
In the last year of that body style, a convertible is very, very rare, and it's all stock. Was it basket case condition when you got it, or was it pretty complete?
Pretty rough. It was pretty rough. Everything was there, but it had been sitting out for a while.
Did you have is it all original drivetrain?
It is. It's got a 6-cylinder 235 in it, and I did put Fenton headers on it to make a little noise, but
little horsepower, little noise. Huh?
Yeah.
Just a gorgeous car. Just a beautiful. I love, as much as I love hot rods, I love the unmolested restorations.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thanks
to everyone in the club for coming on up. And the name of the club again?
Golden Gate Street Machines.
All right, sir.
Very good.
Have yourself a great day. Enjoy.
Very good. Thanks.
I'm here with
Vinny Waldhauser.
And where are you from?
Sutter Creek.
Okay. I'll tell you, you've been here probably a couple times to this show. How old are you?
I am 13.
Okay, so we're talking a couple years. Is it probably from now? Now's a good time to start for picking out a car, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me guess. I had a car in high school. What was what's your favorite? And I'll tell you what I had.
I like a GTO.
What year?
I like the 60 GTOs.
I had a 1968 GTO with a 360 horse, 400 small block, 4-speed, and a posi. You think that would do?
Yeah.
We got to talk to Dad?
That
would work?
Yeah, he'd have to buy me it.
Hey, Dad, I had it in high school. It was a nice car. I used to race at the Fremont Drags. A lot of fun. Looks like a good kid. How are you doing in school?
Good? Yeah.
Okay. How about top notch?
Yeah, I got a 4.0.
Good answer. Good answer. Is he a good son? Okay, I think I see a GTO in your future. Yeah. Tell me about the show. What do you think about it?
I think it's good because it gives the kids a lot of chances to go around and just relax a day and look at the cars.
Tony Fancher told us this morning that there was over 176 cars here.
Yeah.
More than last year. Every year it's improving.
Yeah.
How many times have you been here?
This is my second time.
Good deal. Well, hey, thanks. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
You had an excellent choice of cars. 1968 GTO.
Okay.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
We talked to this young lady just a few minutes ago. Go ahead and reintroduce yourself.
Diana Scafuri from San Bruno, California.
Now, just before we came on, a gentleman that I think knows you said that this is your car.
This is my car. Yes, it is. It was an anniversary present.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
You. Yes.
Now, obviously, this is your car. You picked it out?
Actually, my husband saw it at Roy Brizzio's one day in South City, and he came right home and got me and says, I got something you got to see, and we jetted down there, and boom, that was it.
Beautiful car. Tell me about the vehicle.
It's a 1933 Ford with a 34 front end. The color is 46 Ford green.
And is it running a Ford V8, Chevy V8 engine?
Chevy 283.
Nice. I love the interior.
Thank you.
Who did the interior?
Sid Shavers did the interior.
This is I guess you call this it's a Vicky, a four-door sedan?
No. This is it's a sedan.
Okay.
Four-door sedan.
What I love about the four doors is this back window. Excuse me. These back windows roll down.
Yes, sir. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is so cool.
And look at all the room in the back too.
Oh, I know. It's just. I'll tell you, they don't make the cars today like they used to.
Absolutely.
And you look at the legroom in this, it's almost like this is the much room as a limo has in the back.
Yeah, you're right, and we limo people around. Our friends.
Did you come up last night?
Yes, we came up last night, yes.
Is this the first time at the show?
Second year at the show. We love this show. It's very nice. Very
Good.
Casual, relaxed weekend.
Beautiful town.
Yes.
I'll tell you, I've been up here for a number of years, and Amador County, you love. There's a lot of great food.
Yeah.
And from Sutter Creek to Jackson to anywhere you want to go.
Right,
There's a lot of great restaurants.
Great.
And great people.
Yes.
It's a nice intimate feel.
Well, car people are fun people.
That we are.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for talking to me. Okay.
I'll tell you this, I love this. It's a 1966 Chevelle, not your factory model. This is a Dave and Chris Conrady's car. One of the things that I really liked about the additional information is this vehicle is set up for open road racing. And one of the important notes to take about this vehicle is passenger is required to wear Depends. Not kidding. Once over 150 miles an hour, you're talking a white knuckle ride. Obviously, open road race. This is running Goodyear Eagle slicks. It's got ducting on the side for your airflow. It has got a full, looks like about an 8-10 point roll cage. We're running a B&M quick click transmission shifter, and I'm sure it's probably running. If it's set up for open road race, this thing's well over 400 horsepower. A gentleman just walked by and says that this car has been a project going on for 10 years. Just a beautiful. I don't think it's quite street legal, but I think I'd take a risk to take it for a drive. One of the many vehicles here at the beautiful Hot Rod Show here in Jackson. Well, I just did a narrative on Dave's 1966 Chevelle, and Dave just walked up. So thanks for taking the time to talk to me, Dave. Tell me about the vehicle.
It's a 66 Chevelle. It's a 10-year project, finally almost finished.
What type of drivetrain you running?
I'm running a big block 468, 400 automatic, and a 12-bolt rear end.
And the 468 is a punched-out 454?
Correct.
Okay. What type of, you running fuel injection, carburation?
Carburation, a big 850 Demon carburetor.
Nice carb. And what type of transmission?
400.
Turbo 400 shift kit.
Oh yeah.
Looks like you got line lock, B&M shifter with line lock.
No
Okay.
line lock.
Okay.
Now,
You don't need it for
not
road
drag
racing.
Not drag racing.
So you've been working on this for over 10 years.
Yeah, and it was
What type of racing would you do with this?
just open road racing like Silver State Classic, places like Infineon Raceway, where they have road courses.
Course, yeah. Okay. Like Sears Point, Laguna Seca, that type.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. You spent a lot of time, and I think every bit of it was money and effort well spent.
You wouldn't see this car like it is if it wasn't for Prospect Motors and Frank Halverson.
Really?
He sponsored the paint job for the car.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Who sprayed it?
Jim Cabral did the spray.
Nice.
John Elson did all the body work, and he did a beautiful job.
He did a beautiful job. I'm looking down the side of the lines, and it's just
it's almost
like
flawless.
glass.
Yeah, almost flawless.
This is something you don't want to take out in a race.
Well,
maybe go to the vintage show and goes.
No, the type of racing it would be single car timed events.
Okay.
And top speed, but not against other cars. No way.
Yeah. There's no way you'd get me out on the track with other cars.
I could not destroy all this work.
Dave, thanks for taking the time.
All right.
For me. Beautiful,
Thank you.
Beautiful project.
Thank you.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN. Pine Grove Ace Hardware Store, your locally owned and operated full-service hardware store and lumberyard. For more than 30 years, Pine Grove Ace Hardware has been your neighborhood place for great advice and friendly, helpful service. We're a full-service hardware store and lumberyard. If we don't have it, we can get it for you. Whether you're building a home, painting a room, or just replacing a smoke detector, we've got both the goods and the know-how to get the job done right. So come on down to Pine Grove Ace Hardware and Lumber and let us help you, because that's what we're all about. Foothill Veterinary Clinic, the folks who care most next to you about your pet. Owned and operated by veterinarian Mary Allen, she and her staff, including registered veterinarian technicians, offer small animal medicine and surgical service, including birds, exotics, and wildlife. They are available for emergencies at any time. For gentle, caring people eager to help you with your pet's needs, call 223-3131. Foothill Veterinary Clinic at 125 Peak Street at the junction of 49 and 88. Close, friendly, personal. The people who care most next to you about your pet.
It's time for you and your family to experience the great outdoors. Get away to Plaza's Resort at Silver Lake in the High Sierras on Highway 88. Enjoy fishing, hiking, boating, and swimming, or just soak in the beauty of quiet serenity. 2 events are planned: the 4th of July weekend, Fishing Derby, Horseshoe Tourney, live music and barbecue, and the Plaza's annual barbecue and charity auction on Saturday, August 19th, with craft fair and live music. Reservations are now being taken for the 2006 summer camping season. Daily, weekly, and seasonal rental space is available for RV, tent, and horse camping. Visit online at plazasresort.com or call Plazas at 258-8814.
It's new car and truck time at Amador Toyota in Jackson. Why pay an arm and a leg for a new car? The Toyota Yaris gets up to 40 miles a gallon on the highway. The all-new FJ Cruiser is engineered to conquer anything Mother Nature has to offer. If you're looking for a car that'll rejuvenate the senses, try the 2007 Camry. The all-new 2006 RAV4 is formidably equipped with an available V6 engine. And they're all at Amador Toyota in Jackson.
Moving you forward, that's Amador Toyota in Jackson, the family dealership that treats you like family.
TSPN TV has been producing local commercial programming for Amador County since 1989. With a great lineup of various programs, advertisers have found TSPN to be an outstanding venue to reach every demographic. Using the strength of sight, sound, motion, and emotion, television is the most powerful way to convey your message to the public and target your potential customers.
And now back to Amador This Week.
Well, I'll tell you, huh? This reminds me of American Graffiti. The only difference is it's painted black. It's not yellow. 1933 3-window Ford Coupe. It's chopped top, probably chopped about 2.5 inches. Running, definitely running a small block. A lot of chrome, beautiful exhaust. It's got a Ford steel frame, fiberglass body. Beautiful attention to detail in leather and velour interior. There's a lot of time into these vehicles, and I'll tell you, every second is well spent. These are all a labor of love, and this is just one other fine example of a street rod. Bringing back to my memories of high school, I had a 1968 GTO.
So did I.
360 horse, 400 small block.
Right. Mine was avocado green.
Tell me your name.
Walt Bertolo, my wife's Maria. We're from Belmont.
Drove up from Belmont.
We're from Belmont. We got a car club up here, Golden Gate Street Machines.
Okay, another member.
Right,
we
another member.
talked to you just a minute ago. Tell me about your vehicle.
It's a 467 convertible. It's got a 400 in it. It's got 355 rear end, and we just put a little cam in it just recently. Worked on the engine compartment, so we're running okay.
From the Hurst shifter, I noticed you're running a 4-speed.
4-speed, right? Yeah.
Muncie M21 or an M22?
You know, I don't know.
If it's factory, they're very popular. It's an M21.
Probably is. It's factory because I took the numbers off it, and I wasn't sure the designation on it.
Real popular to run M21 closer or wide ratio, where the first 3 gears are close together, and then your fourth gear is like a freeway flyer.
Pretty much, yeah. I guess that's pretty much the way it acts.
Great transmission.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty.
You're running a 400 Pontiac.
400 with a quadra jet. I didn't go. Don't have the 3.2s or anything like that. But maybe we'll go next time.
Well, I'll tell you what. I had the factory intake with a quadra jet, and the Rochester quadra jet, the big ones that they put on these 400s. They will outperform. If you know somebody that knows how to work on them, they'll outperform a Holly any day of the week. They are great because they have small primary bores, so you can get halfway decent gas mileage. But you want to put your foot into it, hang on to the steering wheel, huh?
Most of the supply guys tell you keep it if it's still running. Don't replace that carburetor if it's still running right. Yeah.
Fantastic carburetor. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. It's a great place. Yeah.
Thank you. I tell you, Mom, I wish I had a Mercury. Some wide doors there from smuggling some moonshine running through the woods. We got a beautiful example of a 1950 Mercury coupe. From the owner's input here, this is approximately a 6-year garage project built in the 1950s style. It's a driver, 15,000 miles in the last 3 years. It's painted a beautiful four-door red. It's running a 54 Chevrolet big block. The chassis is all 1972 Pontiac Le Mans. Many thanks to Steve Curry in Livermore, California for the paint and body modifications. Steve Repas of Livermore and Vic Hubbard Hayward in Hayward, California for the engine work, and Doug Caldwell of Fremont who did the upholstery. Doug did it. This is a third owner vehicle.
Also in your down here,
gorgeous example of the 1950s street rod. Mama, I want a Merc.
Large trophy. And all you ladies.
You know, as I said previously in the car show, as you're looking at as we go through up and down Main Street, there's many variations from stock unmolested restorations to full-blown street rods to road race cars to everything you've got. Here's a beautiful example of an unmolested full restoration. It's a 1939 Plymouth?
That's correct. It's a 1939 Plymouth P8 convertible.
Tell me about the vehicle, sir, but first introduce yourself and where you're from.
Okay, I'm Dennis Cardellini. I'm from Livermore, California.
Good.
And
great little town where I went to high school.
Did you really?
Granada High School, yeah, class of 76.
No kidding. We love it there. It's a great community.
Tell me about the vehicle. How long you've had it?
I've had the car since 1990. I bought it out of an ad in Hemmings magazine. It had been found in a ditch in Nebraska, and it was completely derelict. I mean, it was rusted, bullet holes shoved in it, and a lot of parts missing. And so what we did was, over a period of 8 years, I restored the car cosmetically, but underneath it's all modern running gear. So it's basically a street rod disguised as a stock car.
So the definition of a sleeper. From the ultimate, I guess, exploration, or ultimate basket case, if you will.
Yeah, it was. It was truly a basket case.
And what are you running for as far as drivetrain? Are you running a different chassis?
The chassis is original, but the front end and rear end have all been changed out, so it's got rack and pinion steering and disc brakes.
Like the Mustang too, so.
Yeah. Okay. And also the motor is a 340 cubic inch Plymouth engine. It's got a Mopar 727 transmission and a Dodge Challenger rear end. So since it was
But you stayed Plymouth.
I did. It's all Mopar. Good. Yeah, we wanted to keep it.
I love it. There's a lot of guys, and not to knock it, because everybody's got their own taste, but to stay all Mopar.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Purist.
Was to
street rod, but a purist.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, did you come up here with a group of people, or are you a solo?
Yeah, I'm a member of a club called the P-Town Push Rods out of Pleasanton, and
oh yeah, they've been
7 of
forever.
us. In fact, all these cars that you see right here are all part of our club. So there's
club has been around for quite a while.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah. It's a great group of people, and we have a lot of fun, and do some good for charity every now and then. So
Is this your first time up here?
it's my first time to the show. Yeah.
And tell me what's your impressions of it.
I like it a lot. I've always liked Jackson, and we come up here whenever we can, And so this was the first time that I didn't have a family conflict with this event. Usually I had to be with my grandchildren on this particular weekend. So I'm happy to be here. It's a good time.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Appreciate it. Nice meeting you.
I hope we see you again next year.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Gorgeous car.
Yeah,
Take care.
Thank you.
Hey, I'll tell you. Now, is this a bow tie or what? 1959 El Camino. Do we have the owner here? Is anyone of you the owner of the car? Perfect. Love the car. Love the car. Love the color. What's your name, sir? Or where are you from?
Kerry Beardsley. I'm from Stockton, California.
Love the...
Well, I've had it for about 30 years. It's been, it was a piece of junk when I brought it home. My wife told me that I wouldn't be able to keep it because it didn't look too good, but I went ahead and restored it back as best I could and been having it ever since.
You did a nice job. This reminds me of the maroon that I had on a 67 Nova SS I had. Is this a GM color?
No, it's actually it's got a pearl essence in it, so GM didn't have pearl essence in it. So
But other
than that, yeah, it does have a base color of the GM color.
Motors,
right.
The vintage maroon they had.
Right.
What drivetrain you running in it?
It's just
transmission.
It's got a 62 327 Corvette motor in it.
Nice.
4-barrel.
Running automatic?
It's a 4-speed. Got 411s.
And 411 rear end gears. So this will definitely smoke the hides, huh? These Dunlop GT qualifiers, I think, will go up in smoke, won't they?
If I decide to, yes.
With the price of gas and rubber, it's just kind of like you want to preserve it, huh?
I want to keep it the way it is.
Is this the first time to the show?
This show, yes. Yes.
What's your impression of it?
The show?
Yes.
I think it's great. I seen it here last year. I just happened to be driving by and seen it, and I wanted to come down and see it.
Good. Thanks. You belong to a car club out there?
No, just running.
Good. And driving it, no trailer anywhere, right?
Never trailer it. It's always driven.
Good deal. Thanks a lot. Thanks for talking to me. Beautiful vehicle.
Thank you.
Take care. I'm sitting here with Levi's on a t-shirt, but you got to be having a bow tie on. I'm here with, who am I here with, sir?
Raymond Silva.
And where are you from?
Tracy.
And who are you with?
Diane Silva.
And we missed this lady on the end?
I'm married to the one with El Camino, my Sandy.
And you came up from Tracy?
Yes.
Good. I used to live in Tracy for many, many years. Is Silva's last name?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the vehicle we got here. It's a 1957 Bel Air?
Yes, I bought it about 20 years ago from the original owner, and I redid everything twice.
Twice? What did you do the last time?
We use it a lot. Well, I put it back together again. I wore out what I had, all original stuff. I wore it out and redid it again because we drive it everywhere. Rain, snow, mud, doesn't matter.
That's gorgeous. So this isn't a trailer queen?
No.
Never been on a trailer.
Tell me about the engine and transmission rear end. What do you have in it?
I put a ZZ3 350 in there, and then the rear end's 411, original 411. And I kept everything stock. I didn't chop nothing up. I just chromed a few parts on it.
Are you running automatic or a 4-speed?
No, Muncie 4-speed.
Nice. Very nice. I love the paint and the chrome, the work. You've kept everything all stock. There's nothing, that you don't have the French headlights or the door handles removed or the chrome stripped off.
No, it's just like I got it. The only thing I put the door handles on there. So
the trim, the little bezel trim on top of the handles?
That's about all I've done to it.
Oh, okay. Beautiful interior. Who did the interior?
That's I got it from Sedalia, Arizona. It's original.
Nice, gorgeous car. I'll tell you, I gotta love it. I love it when people restore cars and they drive them.
Oh yeah, this is a driver.
There was a sign that the car club over here brought and says trailers are for boats.
That's it. I've probably put 45,000 miles on this. Second motor.
That's awesome.
He drives it every week, 2 or 3 times a week.
Has he slept in it?
First night he got it.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Have a great day.
Okay.
I'll tell you, it's probably one of the most beautiful Land Cruisers, FJ. This is a pickup. This is a Toyota pickup. Very rare model. A lot of the Land Cruisers, Tom, I think you've got one, but yours is the full cab. But take a look at this. It's done in some beautiful, I think it's a late model Dodge Red, Rhino liner in the bed, running a small block Chevrolet engine, 4-speed transmission, custom racing bucket seats. A lot of money there. I'll tell you, there's not much money spared in this vehicle. Lift kit, Warren winch. It's got, let's see if we got the doors open here. Look at that interior. Is this a gorgeous vehicle or what? It's got the original hinge, or I should say latches for the fold down windshield, and this is a removable hardtop and a full roll bar. This thing will go. Just a beautiful restoration. Tony Fancher and her husband just completed this. I think it was within the last year. She had it detailed. Tony, I tell you, I love it. You're lucky the keys aren't in it. It'd be gone. I'll tell you, it takes a lot of guts for a man to be wearing a cowboy hat in Niner country. Good to see you.
Raider country?
Yeah, Niner Raider country.
Right.
Good to see you. Reed Shugart, Customs by Reed.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, I've seen some of the work that you've done.
Yeah.
That 5-window coupe that you did for your father-in-law.
Right.
Beautiful car. Well, you got any projects going on right now?
I'm working on a 34 Plymouth 5-window coupe, body work and paint, and also a 1982 Porsche 928, doing some fender flares, and eventually it'll be painted.
Good. I've seen some of the work you've done. You did some gorgeous jobs, and I was looking at some of the old. There was a couple of 32 and 34 5-window coupes and 3-window coupes.
Right.
And it was reminding me of the one that you did the 2.5-inch chop top on.
Right.
Some good work here. Some nice vehicles.
Oh yeah. There's well, here's one right here, the little 30 coupe. Just that's similar to the one I did.
Right. And I'm surprised you didn't bring your. It was a Pontiac, right?
Correct.
What do you have? Tell us about the vehicle.
1952 Pontiac. Got custom work. It's been chopped and shaved and molded and flared, and a little bit of almost everything's been worked on.
And you've got the original drivetrain, right?
Correct. Straight 8 Pontiac motor and automatic transmission.
Reed, thanks for taking the time to talk to me. It's good to see you.
Thanks for talking to me.
Okay, we'll see you.
Bye.
Boy, I'll tell you, you got all those street rods here, and I'm looking at a 1931 Ford 5-window coupe. This one's been the top's been chopped, I'd say probably about 2.5 inches. If you take a look at in the backdrop behind me, there's a pickup that shows a factory height. The original roof line would probably be about 2.5 to 2 5/8 inches taller, which is very popular to do. We're just talking to Reed just a moment ago, and this is a very popular version. You got a 31, I think it says. It looks like it's running, it looks like a Chevrolet small block. Holley 750 double pump dual feed carburation. Running automatic on the column, tilt column, beautiful tweed work, upholstery in the interior. Running the early style of the Stuart Warner gauges, and just did a beautiful job. Just a gorgeous job. Next one model over here, we got 1937 two-door sedan. This is a Chevrolet, and they call this one a slantback. And the slantback basically talks about the body style or the roof line in the back, how it comes off the back window in a slant. Not quite vertical, but just a little bit of a slant. Did a beautiful job with some very, very minor bodywork. The gas door here, this is not something that's from the factory. This was added on, but done very cleanly. The fender welt cord here is done in a matching color to the pearlescent paint. Just a gorgeous paint job. Running Chip Foose one-off 5-star wheels. These are just a gorgeous rim. All tweed interior, bucket seats, dual exhaust. You no doubt this is running a lot of horsepower, billet, beautiful gauges, VDO gauges. Just a beautiful ride. A lot of chrome, steel, and paint. I'll tell you, one of the things of the day is going to be judging of the vehicles here, and I'm with
Ted Novelli.
Ted Novelli, the name sounds familiar. Are you from this county?
Yes, Amador County. I live up in District 3. I'm running for office.
Are you really? Well, let's not get into politics, because I want to talk about hot rods.
A lot of nice cars here today.
Who's judging with you today?
We have Kelly and Sherry, and they're down there walking around down there.
Tell me about some of the things. What are you guys, classes that you're judging on, what you're looking for? We had somebody just walk away. Who was the guy that just bailed on you?
That's Roger.
Hey, Roger, you just bailed on him. I guess he's...
Roger, come on back here, Roger.
Roger, come on back over here.
Roger.
Okay, well, let's get...
He's got a car here.
He's got a car here. Okay, well, let's talk. Let's talk about what we're judging for. What are you looking for?
We're looking for a lot of things. If they're a cruiser, if they're Here, right here. If they're a daily cruiser, if they're a classic, what years, what kind of interior, stuff like that, if they're stock, etc.
Okay. So there's a lot of different categories as far as what's being judged on.
Here. A lot of beautiful cars here. As you can see with your camera, it's going to be a tough decision to make.
Quite a few vehicles. We talked to Tony Fancher this morning, and at about 9:30, they had 176 cars.
Yes, that's correct. We have about 170 cars here, and that's more than last year.
Yeah.
I've been coming here every year, and it seems like we're getting more and more, so it's very nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that's got
Roger.
Hey, Roger, come over here.
Over here. You want it on.
Obviously, this gentleman's obviously got a car that's got some really loud pipes.
Yes, it does.
You know how long we've been yelling at you?
How long?
For about the last half hour.
Well, I'm old and deaf.
How are you?
Good.
Tell everybody out here who you are and what you got.
Roger Faddis, and I got a Falcon convertible, 65 Falcon. It's got a Mustang running gear, 5-speed, and all.
Are you running a late model 5.0 or the early 289?
5.0, fuel injected, all that stuff. Yeah.
Nice. And what year was the car?
65 convertible.
Okay, and you haven't got pulled over for and gotten for noise?
I haven't owned it that long.
No, we're gonna catch you because you said it's down Main Street.
Right up the street on the
what color? Is it?
Blue.
Okay.
Dark blue.
Well, we'll catch you. The keys in it?
Yeah. No.
Roger, thanks for talking.
You bet.
Man.
Yeah. Good luck. See ya.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.
What's a dream catcher? Swing by Jackson Rancheria and find out.
Deal 'em, Sonny.
The biggest truck sale of the year is going on right now at Prospect Motors in Jackson. All 2006 Chevy Tahoes and Suburbans and GMC Yukon and Yukon XLs have 5,500 cash rebates or 0.0% financing up to 72 months. Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra have up to 2,500 cash rebates or interest as low as 2.9% during the biggest truck sale of the year, going on now at Prospect Motors in Jackson.
That's Prospect Motors in Jackson, the family dealership that treats you like family.
I love our new Premier Pool. I can't get the kids out of the water. Not to mention, I love to know we finally have time to visit when you come over. Yeah, this is like going on vacation for me. Even Bob loves the pool. He's the biggest kid of them all.
Premier Pools and Spas is as passionate about making quality pools as you are about splashing in them. Call now for your free design and estimate. Premier Pools and Spas with over 8,000 beautiful backyards built with a passion for splashing.
Holly and Doug Archer of Pine Grove wanted to be close to home for the birth of their second child. Doug remembers the experience at Sutter Amador Hospital.
All the staff, doctors, nurses, techs, everybody really put our comfort level as like top priority. So they made sure that we were comfortable with everything that was happening. Any questions were answered. There were no surprises.
Holly was impressed by the thoughtful, caring staff, and Doug agrees.
Every dad I've talked to that's had a child at Sutter Amador said the same thing. You know, they feel like they take care of you like one of their own.
The Family Birth Center at Sutter Amador Hospital offering obstetric and midwife services, 24-hour pain management, private rooms, and childbirth education. Sutter Amador Hospital, with you for life. Click into TSPN's live webcast at tspntv.com.
TSPN TV has been producing local commercial programming for Amador County since 1989. With a great lineup of various programs, advertisers have found TSPN to be an outstanding venue to reach every demographic. Using the strength of sight, sound, motion, and emotion, television is the most powerful way to convey your message to the public and target your potential customers.
And now back to Amador This Week.
Tell everybody who you are.
I'm Rodney Greener.
And
my daughter Emily Greener.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Thanks for coming.
Looking at some beautiful cars. There's some very nice cars out here. I like this orange one right down here, the convertible.
Oh, yeah. Which one? Have you seen your favorite car yet?
Yeah,
Which one?
Was it a Cobra?
that one.
No, it was
The gold one?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
like the Cobra too.
You like the black Cobra?
Yeah.
How old are you?
10.
So Dad's got a few years to save up to get you a Cobra for your 16th birthday, right?
Yep.
And you're going to keep up the grades?
Yes.
Do all your chores?
Yes.
Wash Dad's car every Saturday?
Yes.
And whatever he says?
Yes.
Good answer. You guys just get here? You've been here for a while?
We've been here for a while.
Good.
Me and my wife's working at Century 21, so.
So you're out cruising the streets?
Yeah, it's cruising the streets.
Have a good time.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Catch some food while you're out here.
Okay, we will.
Good talking to you.
All right.
Nice
See
to
you later.
meet you. Thanks for talking to me.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. All right, we got a 1963 Falcon convertible. Not well, it looks like we're at the burger stand, but not your average Burger King. I don't know if that's the actual driver of the car, but I'll tell you, this car was built from, I'll tell you, the best definition of a basket case. Front end damage severe. It was restored back to original. It's got a 6-cylinder with a 3-speed on the column. Red convertible, 1963 Ford Falcon convertible. Enjoy the sun. You gotta love it. Okay, we just talked about gotta love it, original restoration of a 63 Falcon convertible. And it belongs to
Brent Tarner.
How are you?
Good, great.
Thanks for taking time to talk to me.
Yeah, thanks for filming it.
Is this your first year here?
Yes, it is. First time up here.
Well, I'm going to run down the line here and see who else was here.
I'm Dave Foltz from Paso.
Sorry?
From Paso.
Rick Gilbert.
From where?
Paso Robles.
Hank Byer, Paso Robles.
Bud Weimer, San Miguel. Russ Johnson, Paso Robles.
What's the name of the car club?
Golden State Classics Car Club.
We saw we talked to the group of people, and there was a sign that said trailers are for boats. Who brought that sign? Why was that sign on one of the cars?
I'm not going there. Not on live television. No way. Nice try.
Tell me about your car.
It was a wrecked car that I was looking for a convertible, and a friend of mine said he had this convertible, and it was a Falcon Futura. I didn't even know what a Futura was. So I went and looked at it and decided that I could probably fix it. When I got it home, I found out that it was unibody, so I had to cut the whole front of the car off and put another car in place of it. And the first time I did it, I bought a 60 Falcon to do it with, and that's the only year that's different from all the rest of them. So everything fit except the grill and the headlights. But it took us 1 year from the time we started it to the time we ended it, and that restoration is 20 years plus.
I'm shaking my head acknowledging that's right. My dad was into Falcons, and he had a 1960 Ranchero was his first one, and he had a 61, and now he's got a 65 with a small block, a factory 289.
Different,
yeah, and it's the only year that's unique.
So the mistakes I made on the first one, I was able to cut it off and correct it the second time. So yeah, it's been fun, a lot of fun. We've had lots and lots and lots of shows out of that car.
Thanks for coming up. We hope you guys enjoy the day. Thanks, gentlemen. 1955 Chevy Bel Air. This is a 2-door post. It's got an 03 fuel-injected motor disguised as original. It gets 19 miles a gallon at 70 miles an hour, and it's got air conditioning. And I think I was directed to talk to one of these two ladies here. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name and where are you from?
Liz Baird, and we're from Paso Robles, my husband and I, and first time we've come to the car show. Really enjoy it.
We just talked. I think your husband is sitting over in these group of gentlemen across the street.
Right.
Okay. And they directed me over here and said that you would tell me about the car because you're the one that had worked on everything on the car.
No, I didn't. I'm only the
I'm just kidding.
I'm the cleaning lady, and he's the fix-it guy.
How long have you and your husband had the vehicle?
Probably since 1997.
I like the additional notes about 19 miles to the gallon on the freeway at 70 miles an hour with the air conditioning on.
Yes, we do get good gas mileage, I would say, with the air on. But it's a great cruiser. We love it.
Oh, that's amazing for this size of vehicle. I mean, it just goes to show you that this size of car and the body style that it is, like unlike the new ones where they say they're more aerodynamic, you can get that kind of gas mileage.
Right.
And that's fantastic.
Right.
A beautiful car. How long have you owned it?
Oh gosh, probably since 1995. Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you very much.
I'm standing right here, one of my favorites. This is just a gorgeous example of a 37 Cabriolet. And tell us your name, sir, and where you're from.
I'm Tom Piana. I'm from San Bruno.
And did you come here with a car club?
We came with Golden Gate Street Machines.
Okay. One of many people we've been talking to. Yeah. There's quite a sizable group that came up here, about 25 people.
Exactly. Yeah, we had 25.
Tell me about the vehicle.
Well, it's a 37 Cabriolet that was found in a field in Texas. And from that point to this day, you see the finished product, 2 years of building. And
you've got a
this is a complete build book. That's the finished car.
Okay. Is this a picture of the car that
That's
when you first got
this
it?
is the first. This is the car when the car was found in Texas.
This is a picture of the car when you found it
In Texas.
in Texas.
Right.
How long ago?
It's about 3 years now.
So you did all of this?
I didn't. The car was built took 2 years to build, and we're 3 years later now after the build.
Okay.
Yeah.
What type of drivetrain you running?
Well, we got a LS1 Chevy engine, and then we have the Chevy Trans and Ford rear end.
Are you running the later model like the?
On the Trans?
Yeah. What are you running as far as the transmission?
We have the.
Your 4L60.
Yes, right. 4L60.
Overdrive.
Yeah.
Very popular. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Beautiful job in the interior, and I love the roll bar.
Yeah, a lot of hand fabricated things. A lot of little details, like the little swipes here. The engine cover is all steel, and they matched the hood of the 37, and they built it underneath.
This is unbelievable under the hood. I love it's just custom.
Oh, this hood. This is the 37 hood, and then
Right.
they built the second hood underneath, and then this is the LS1.
And the beautiful paint. Who did the paint and the decal?
The builder did all the work, all the paint. The cover was paint. They have a painter that does all the
airbrushing.
And all the airbrushing, exactly.
And how long have you had the car?
I've had it about 2 years.
Just gorgeous. Do you drive it?
Yes.
Drive it here?
I drove it from the trailer here. That's why they got the club has me up here. Those are the drivers, and they wouldn't let me sit with them.
And that's why they were, the whole club stood and we interviewed them, and they had a sign that said trailers are for boats.
Trailers for boats, and I know which guy had it. That was a 37 Chevy. And by the way, if you look at his trunk, the hinge is broken. So go back there and let them know his hinge is broken. And he's the guy that said trailers are for boats.
Well, I'll tell you, we got some beautiful today. We've got some beautiful weather today up in
it's
Jackson.
gorgeous.
I think you're gonna take it for a little bit of a drive.
Oh yeah, it's convertible. We're going for a ride after
Good
this.
deal. Good deal. Thanks for taking
Thank
the
you.
time.
You bet. Thank you very much.
All right, I'll tell you, we got a fine example of a white knuckle ride. We got about probably 18 to 2,000 pounds of weight, probably running at about, I'd say close to 700 horsepower because we got a 355 Chevy with a BDS 671 blower, and look right on the sign, 685 horsepower. So I made it within about 15 horsepower. It's a Hildebrand quick change independent rear suspension with 305 gears. Fabrication was done in Belmont. Paint was done in Redwood City. Accessories Plus did all the polishing. A brief history of the vehicle. This is a 23 T-Bucket. Is truly an original American hot rod. It's brought the car in 1995 to a fourth owner. This is one of the first Andy's Instant Tees that were built by Andy Brizio in South San Francisco. That's Roy Brizio's father, and these were real popular back in the 50s and 60s and 70s that they build these T-Bucket roadsters. And I'll tell you, this is an ultimate example of a white knuckle ride. I'll tell you, here's a beautiful example of a full restoration of a 1956 210 two-door sedan. I love this when people take the time to document their restoration. This is a full body-off restoration where they basically remove the body from the frame and remove all of the body components from the car. This thing has had every nut and bolt, wire, screw, washer taken apart, modified where they wanted to modify it. Here you have an example of the engine. They've painted the firewall inside the engine compartment, beginning of the wiring to be run, the motor being dropped in, the motor's painted to match the color of the frame of the car. It's just beautiful where the people take the time to document the history. And if you're restoring a vehicle to show or as an investment you want to resell, this carries so much value to take the time to do this. And I'll tell you, you spend the time and money, spend a little bit of extra money on some film. It's just a beautiful car. It's a 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air two-door post. It's running a small block. 350 Chevy, set of headers, bench seat, Muncie transmission, Hurst 4-speed. It's got the cool air under dash air conditioning. Very few modifications. Kept the original dash, but replaced it with VDO gauges. Custom interiors done with the Chevrolet bow tie and the leather and the backrest, and finished off the trunk with a beautiful job. He's got a 6-disc CD changer, 300-watt amplifier. Just a beautiful job. Beautiful job. I'll tell you, we got stock, unmolested, restorations, factory, original, untouched. Hot rods, and we got a custom hardtop here, 1967 Chevrolet. This has got some really trick stuff on it, some custom paint, custom fiberglass work, Boyd Coddington wheels. The interior is just wild. A lot of late model high back, looks like Chevrolet Vega or Camaro bucket seats, with this center console carrying all the way to the back seat. It's got a whale tail in the back. Everyone's got their own taste. You gotta love it. 1967 Camaro personalized license plate, Fantasy. Boy, does this baby sparkle in the sunlight. I guess since they're standing still, as Tom would say, you can get them on foot.
Absolutely.
How you doing, Officer Hardy?
Good.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
One of the few times that we don't need to be in a cruiser.
Tell me, what you have any interest in hot rods, street rods? Had one?
Oh, I got plenty of interest in hot rods. Usually chasing them.
Not interested in owning or driving them, huh?
Well, and usually there's a reason they're running. So yeah, I'm interested in the drivers too.
Have you ever had a hot rod yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I went through my little period. I had a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda with 340, 4-speed, factory 6-pack. So I went through a little era.
I saw one of those running on Barrett Jackson Auto Auction about a week or so ago, and it went for over $100,000.
Yeah, I don't think mine was that nice.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. How's things going today for you?
Yeah, they're going well. Everybody seems to be having a good time. There's a lot of nice vehicles out here. Plenty of money sitting here on Main Street. Couldn't venture to guess how much, but everything's going well.
Everybody's having a good time, and I'll tell you, it's funny when you get around a group of people like this. Everybody's just almost like family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everybody's a neighbor. So, and
a lot of people from out of town.
Yes, there are. In fact, a lot of times you'll find that most of these vehicles come from all over the place, even as far as Los Angeles.
We had a group of probably 25, 30 people from San Bruno. A car club came all the way up here.
Yeah.
They were razzing one guy because there was one guy in the club that trailered his car, and they had a sign that says trailers are for boats.
I saw the sign back there. I was just contemplating that one myself.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
All right.
Take care.
Take care, guys. Have fun, guys.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.
The biggest truck sale of the year is going on right now at Prospect Motors in Jackson. All 2006 Chevy Tahoes and Suburbans and GMC Yukon and Yukon XLs have $5,500 cash rebates or 0.0% financing up to 72 months. Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra have up to $2,500 cash rebates or interest as low as 2.9% during the biggest truck sale of the year, going on now at Prospect Motors in Jackson.
That's Prospect Motors in Jackson, the family dealership that treats you like family.
Amador Post 108 American Legion has built a memorial park for all to enjoy. The fully landscaped park includes a 6-foot-high memorial wall, gazebo, military branch recognized flagpole, and picnic tables. This is your opportunity to join with others in the community to place your sentiments on the memorial wall. Each brick is $100 and will be engraved with the donor's personal information. Your donation is 100% tax deductible. For information, call 267-9436 or 267-0268. Thank you.
We're excited to tell you about what's new at TSPN TV, Amador County's local television network. We have an exciting new lineup of programming that has everybody talking. We have the freshest news in the county with live newscasts at 6, 6:30, and 7 a.m., noon and 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Just between us, focusing on the life experiences and viewpoints of motherlode women. It features a rotating cast of 4 women of all ages and from all walks of life. Quick, upbeat, and fast-paced with a variety of topics, this 1-hour show airs live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 a.m. Tune in to TSPN TV and feel the excitement.
Pine Grove Ace Hardware Store, your locally owned and operated full-service hardware store and lumberyard. For more than 30 years, Pine Grove Ace Hardware has been your neighborhood place for great advice and friendly, helpful service. We're a full-service hardware store and lumberyard. If we don't have it, we can get it for you. Whether you're building a home, painting a room, or just replacing a smoke detector, we've got both the goods and the know-how to get the job done right. So come on down to Pine Grove Ace Hardware and Lumber and let us help you, because that's what we're all about.
TSPN TV has been producing local commercial programming for Amador County since 1989. With a great lineup of various programs, advertisers have found TSPN to be an outstanding venue to reach every demographic. Using the strength of sight, sound, motion, and emotion, television is the most powerful way to convey your message to the public and target your potential customers.
Click into TSPN's live webcast at tspntv.com. You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN. And now back to Amador This Week.
Here goes into the bottom of the tank.
It's fuel recovery.
No, water. Water to keep it from running on the ground.
Overflow. The overflow canister.
Yeah, overflow.
Like it. Hello. Pretty good.
I'm just jumping in on the conversation.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Who owns the car?
Me.
He does.
What's your name, sir?
Bob Fisher.
And where are you from?
Jackson.
Yeah, I like this. Like Billet Specialties makes these type of overflow containers for your cooling systems.
Right. Hi, Tom.
What's your name?
It sits up on the dash, and it's even labeled. Says what it is. It's on a 53.
On yours. On your stock. Well, the old car's a long time ago.
I tell you, it's a beautiful car. I don't want to jump in on your conversation. Go ahead.
But the old cars had a little plastic tank.
1956 Chevrolet two-door post. This thing is just an awesome car. It's just you talk about attention to detail. This is definitely, just like the valve covers say, it's the heartbeat of America. Run a small block Chevrolet. 350 Chevy. What kind of transmission?
350. 25 stall, shift kit.
Type of rear end?
Stock. Positive. 370.
370 posi? Right. 350 Chevy, 350 turbo hydromatic with a shift kit and a 2500 stall speed torque converter and a 370 posi rear end.
Yes.
This thing scoots.
Pretty good.
It'll go from red light to red light, okay, huh?
I don't know. I never did it.
I love it. Who did all the chrome?
There used to be a guy here in Jackson used to do it.
How long have you had the car?
I've had it since '93, and I've done 2 just about frame offs.
You've done 2 frame offs on this?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Just time well spent.
And the guy that did the upholstery, let's get him a good deal, was Jack Perdue up in Pioneer.
Okay.
And the guy that did the paint is Mike Kinzeldon in West Point that did the paint.
What color? What is the color called? Is this an early Chevrolet?
The yellow is a 1979 Corvette yellow with a pearl, and the white is a 1980 white with a pearl.
Okay. Nice. You stayed with the GM colors. And he just had the factory bench seat reupholstered.
Right.
Okay. Nice job. Instrumentation, you ran in on it?
Pardon?
The instrumentation, gauges?
No, I got, some of them work and some of them don't. I put the gauges down on the bottom, manual.
Okay, so you got the original dash in it then?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice job.
Original, but everything is chromed inside. All the molding and stuff was chrome and so forth.
Nice job. I like
chrome around the back. That's a 55. The chrome around the back window.
Around the back window, yeah.
That's a 55 Chevy. A 56 had a wide rubber on it.
A
55 had a narrow rubber, but they had the molding around it. And I
the chrome,
yeah, and I liked it. Had a
but
chrome.
they fit because it's basically the same window.
Same window, right.
Nice job on the car. I love the wheels, too. A lot of wheels. Hey, thanks for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you. Yeah. Have a good day.
You too. You enjoying the car show today, sir?
Yes.
Can you introduce yourself to me and where are you from?
I am from Pine Grove, and my friend here is from Jackson.
What's your name, sir?
Don Christian, and this is Joyce.
Anya Bainey. I live here in Jackson.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me, both of you.
We're not tourists, but we act like them, huh?
Yeah. I think, if it's like myself, if I don't have a hot rod and I come to these, we're all tourists.
That's right.
But we have a lot of fun. How long have you lived in the area?
About 30 years.
And I've been here about 10.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. Never leave it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I was so thankful when I woke up this morning from the rain last night to see clear skies.
Absolutely. And no thunder, huh?
But it was nice, though, with the rain to wash out pollen off, to wash down up country, huh?
It just floats around a little more.
Yeah.
Everything is green. Even the food I eat is green. It's like...
Is this the first time at the show?
No, I've been here several years ago. Yeah.
This is the 10th annual. So it's a big event for Tony Fancher and King.
The biggest I've seen.
This is the most cars to date.
Right.
If these cars were to have come off the assembly line way back when I had an original Model A, it would be something. But these cars are in better shape and they look better and probably ride better.
Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they gorgeous? Well,
see the one for sale down here?
I've seen a couple of them. I saw that green 53 Chevy Bel Air for sale.
Yeah.
All original. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you both for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Goodbye.
I'll tell you, let's walk right over here. I'll tell you from some wonderful people, beautiful people to beautiful cars. This is definitely a kit. This is a 1965 Cobra. It's owned by Ken and Debbie Story, and they call it a roadster, obviously, because it is a convertible. It's running looks like a late model, small block Ford. And I'll tell you, for replicas, this is made by Performance Cars, so this is not an original, this is a replica. If you could find a replica in this condition, you're probably pulling down about $500,000 to have one of these in your garage. So just a beautiful, beautiful. Performance Cars is one of the companies that really do an excellent job with attention to detail, to fit and finish of all the product. You can buy these things complete. You can buy them with just a shell. You can buy them without the engine and put your own motor in it. Any stage of completion, it'd be a good purchase. Tom Slavik's ridden in one of these, and he said it was one of the scariest rides he's ever had. I gotta believe it. I'd love to try it. I've never had the opportunity. Let's see if we can hopefully find the owner of this, maybe take a ride later this afternoon. All variations, all stages of completion, original to modified, super stock to in progress. So we got a 1948 Plymouth Special Deluxe running the original flathead V8. Tom was saying, I think this is going to possibly be entered in for best of show. I think it's for most original, all the way down to the original paint. Special Deluxe model is what this one was called in 1948. It was a four-door suicide door model. And I'll tell you one thing that's rare about this baby is it's all complete down to the choke knob on the dash, the door handle, the little cover over the door lock on the door. Original handles, the chrome trim. This thing is complete. This would be a great restoration. This is a great basis of a restoration project. And I'll tell you what a Cruse mobile this could be. Right next to it is one of my favorites. This is a 1940. Is it a Willys? It's a 1940 Willys pickup. Boy, you gotta love this. Flip front end. Running a small block Chevy. No, the small block Ford with a C4 automatic, posi rear end, Oakwood dash, or I should say Oakwood bed. Gotta love the back of the tailgate. It says cardiac arrest. This is on one of the old, what they called back in the early race days as a gasser. Straight axle front end. And this is an ex-gasser that was restored to be a weekend street rod. 1940 Willys pickup. Beauty. Love the color. All right, this what we got here is a very, very rare 1954 Ford Skyliner. The engine size is a 428 Police Interceptor. It's running a C6 automatic. Let me tell you about this vehicle. The roof line is a half glass. This is the first year that Ford made the half glass roof Skyliner is what it was called. Very rare to find one of these babies rolling down the road. Another very rare option is you take a look at the front hood. This glass hood is an original dealership hood. They were made by Ford and given to the dealerships to show the new overhead valve motor. The hoods were to be destroyed or given back to Ford Motor Company when the new model years came out for 1955. Luckily enough, the owner of this vehicle was able to get a hold of one and put it on the car. This is not modified. This is a factory showpiece to show off the transformation from the old flathead motors to the overhead valve motors. A 428 Police Interceptor backed up by a C6, big block with a big tranny, a sweet cruiser, a very rare vehicle here in Jackson. Well, I'll tell you, here's one of my favorites here. It's 1934 Ford. It's all steel body. It's a two-door sedan. It's been chopped. The Chevy, it's a 383 stroker. Now, I'll tell you what, a lot of 350 Chevys, but very rarely do you find somebody putting in a stroked 350 or with a 400 crank making a 383 stroker. It's got a TCI frame, a Mustang 2 front end, which is a rack and pinion, very popular. It's got a Corvette independent rear suspension. It's got a turbo 400 automatic, heating and air conditioning, polished stainless steel gas tank. Pin strapping's done by Bob Bond. The flame outlines are done by Mark Chartel. And the flames are done by self, by the person that owns this, and that's Frank and Bonnie Pence, a 1934 two-door sedan. Tell you what, Tom, let's take this baby for a ride. It's got the keys in it.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.
What's a dream catcher? Swing by Jackson Rancheria and find out.
Deal 'em, Sonny.
0% interest is back. You heard correctly. Right now, Amador Motors in Sutter Creek is offering 0% interest on Durangos, minivans, Pacificas, Ram trucks, Dakotas, Grand Cherokees, Liberties, and Commanders. Or how about rebates up to $5,000? You don't want to miss this event. 0% interest is back at Amador Motors in Sutter Creek.
That's Amador Motors in Sutter Creek, the family dealership that treats you like family.
Hey, we're here to talk to you about cars. I mean, everyone loves the way they look, feel, and smell. But what about under the hood? I mean, maintenance keeps the car going. You should check the oil, water, and other fluids to make sure everything is at proper level. And if not, definitely go talk to your parents,
a technician, or mechanic.
As long as you take care of your car, it'll take you where you want to go.
Let's roll!
This message brought to you by Amador Motors of Sutter Creek, a Halverson family dealership proud to participate with Amador County youth and driver safety.
Campbell's Quick Serve provides high-quality gasoline at low prices and now features diesel gasoline and new pumps for your convenience. Campbell's Service Center still gives the same great service using Napa quality parts, offers Napa lifetime brake warranties, ASC certified smog technicians with over 36 years of experience, continues to give quality auto maintenance. Stop by and grab a snack at our newly decorated mini mart and say hi to the gang. You asked for it, you got it at Campbell's Quick Serve, located at the traffic light on Highway 88 and 49 in Jackson.
I love our new Premier pool. I can't get the kids out of the water. Not to mention, I love to know we finally have time to visit when you come over. Yeah, this is like going on vacation for me. Even Bob loves the pool. He's the biggest kid of them all.
Premier Pools and Spas is as passionate about making quality pools as you are about splashing in them. Call now for your free design and estimate. Premier Pools and Spas with over 8,000 beautiful backyards built with a passion for splashing.
Don't miss Let's Talk. Miss a little, miss a lot. On TSPN, it's where you live. Click into TSPN's live webcast at tspntv.com. You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN. And now back to Amador This Week.
Tell you, this is gorgeous. It's a 34? Yeah, it's 1934 Ford 5-window coupe. This is all tweed interior, obviously custom. This is not original, but I'll tell you what, look at the artwork. All the way into the blue and the orange and the door panels carries on the theme into the floor mats. They have the blue and the orange flames or tribal flames into the floorboard. Has a late model engine and transmission, but it's got a shifter that makes it look like period correct. Gauge instrumentation is updated, but it makes it look like it's period correct. This is a wild, eye-flashing rose color, I guess, if you will. Looks like we're running a small block Chevrolet. We've got a Edelbrock carburetor, a lot of chrome, a lot of billet, a lot of work. This is one of those famous look with your eyes, not with your hands. You like breathing? You want to continue? Don't touch my car. '55 Chevrolet Bel Air two-door post. I'm here with the owner. What's your name, sir?
Jack Hamilton.
And where are you from?
San Francisco.
Part of the Golden State Rod Group.
Yes, sir.
How many people came up today?
We're about 30 to 35.
Quite a group. And then, is this your first time up here with the car?
No, I've been up here for the past 5 years.
I thought I recognized the vehicle. I love the way that the wheels are inset. You've got some big tires on the back of that.
10-inch mini tub.
It's a mini tub. So you basically, you didn't put like a full tub. You just, did you modify the existing fender wells just to accommodate for the mini tub? Is that what you mean?
No, it's got a 9-inch Ford, a shorter axle. So the mini tub was took from the inside of the trunk and moved over. If you want to look, I can open it.
Yeah, I'd love to take a look at it. Tell me about, as we're walking, tell me about the car. What engine transmission you're running in it?
It's got a ZZ3 crate motor. A Chevy crate motor from factory. They call them ZZ motors. It's a 350 motor.
Yeah, it's a great motor. Great crate motor.
700R transmission. It runs pretty good.
Excellent. And then the 700R was with the overdrive. It's really nice out cruising on the highway.
Right.
Because you get that drop in the RPM, so the motor's not screaming. It's cruising a little bit better. You get some good mileage.
Right.
You drive it quite a bit?
Every day.
Do you really?
Every day. That's me. I'll show you the trunk.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. I gotta love the tuck and roll upholstery on the interior is very reminiscent of the 50s, which was very popular.
Yeah, it's kind of dirty inside. I got all the clothes and stuff in here, but you can see the mini tub here, how it comes out.
Okay, what we're looking at right here is basically this is a narrowed rear end in this car, and he's got 10-inch wheels, but it looks like stock from the side, so you don't really know. And a lot of these guys will take they'll take an Art Morrison back half and they cut the whole frame up, and they modify the car. But what you've done is you've made miniature tubs to accommodate the larger wheels and tires.
It makes it a little neater job, yeah.
Yeah, it looks very clean. It's very sleeper. Very stealthy.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. It's nice to meet you.
All right.
Beautiful job. Okay, I'm here with
Robert Madden.
Where are you from, sir?
San Francisco.
Did you come up here with our solo or with a club?
I came up solo, but I come up. We have a club participation up here. We got last year's trophy for the most amount of club members.
Oh, for representation at a car show.
Yeah.
Good deal. And I think you guys are running around 30 people here today, right?
There probably is 30, 35 of us today.
And you're with Golden State?
Golden State Rods, yeah.
Okay. Tell me about your car. What do you got?
This was a 1967 Chevelle Super Sport with the 396 4-speed. About 4 years ago, I had it stolen and stripped. And I got the body back. And so I ended up redoing it. I made my own dash. I had to make a custom-made dash on it. I had to basically do the poor man's budget on rebuilding it, because to bring it back to the original would be very expensive. So I ended up making a dash for it. I have a friend of mine who has a sheet metal shop. Everything that you see was done in my garage. I've done all my own body work, cut out the rust, redid it. The rims are special made. They were from Stockton Wheels over in Stockton, California.
Oh, yeah.
And so they made the rims up for me.
They do a great job of taking, if you want to keep some factory